Hey everyone, welcome to the Permission to Hustle podcast. This is Audrey here today. I'm solo on this podcast. And as I was thinking about what to talk about today, all I could think about was adapting. Are you an adapter? Are you good at adapting to new things, new policies, new changes, even new people, new places? Before I even hopped on this podcast, I looked up the word adapt because I do think that the ones in life that are the most successful, dare I say it, are the ones that are seamless, and I'm even going to say it, maybe are effortless when it comes to adapting. They know they have to, they know it's important, and they know it's something that just comes with the territory of what they do. And so adapting to successful people is just like breathing air. It comes naturally, and it's something that they don't work against. So when I looked up the definition of adapt, it's a verb, obviously, and it actually means to make something suitable for a new use or purpose, to modify. And when you stop and think about it, that is truly the essence of a lot of the things that we do in business. Now, I'm going to sit here and I always say this, and Vera and I, when we're together, we always talk about this. We are digital influencers. It is what we do. We started as bloggers, and then it kind of, the name got shifted to influencer, and now the name currently is digital influencer. So we're always going to speak from this expertise because it's what we do. It's what we've been doing for 10 to 12 years. Now, in the social media world, and you don't even have to be in it to know this, but every single month, but I'm going to even dare say it every week, every day, there's something new. There's either a new algorithm on Facebook or Pinterest or Instagram that we have to try to figure out. There's a new strategy for Facebook ads. There's a new piece of advice for SEO. Every single day, there's ways in which we have to adapt to stay either ahead of the curve or truly be part of the curve. And it's not easy. To be honest with you, it sucks sometimes. I can't tell you how many times Vera has said this, and I love when she said this because it's a really true statement. And she's talked about this really when it comes to SEO. She's like, if there are rules that you need to play by, just tell me the rules. They just seem to be changing all the time. It will be someone who's an expert in SEO telling us something, or a particular, expert in the field in terms of maybe Mediavine, or a leader in the space that specifically just works on SEO will give a new tip or new advice, or truly, this is how it is. And we're constantly changing. We're constantly adapting to what's out there. It doesn't matter what social media channel that you're talking about. On YouTube, you're adapting right now. A lot of parenting channels, myself included, our comments are disabled because there was some really, horrible activity going on with some really bad people leaving some disgusting comments on videos out there. So YouTube disabled comments, which obviously it's for a good thing. They're trying to really nip this in the bud quickly and furiously. But because of that, we're all adapting to, okay, so if someone can't leave a comment, how can we get maybe more eyeballs to our videos? Because we do know that comments and likes definitely help spikes up your engagement, and it helps you really spike yourself up on the list and on the actual YouTube front page list. You're adapting to Pinterest. Is there a new algorithm out there? Are group boards good to be on, or are they not? Should I be on Tailwind or not? Just a slew of questions with each social media channel, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You name it. Should I be on TikTok? Should I be on Snapchat? Is it too young? Whatever it is that you do online and social media, or whatever it is what you do in life, we're constantly adapting. Teachers are adapting to this new breed of students with technology at their fingertips. And truly, I'm going to say it because I have 4 teenagers, they want things like this. I'm snapping my fingers if you can hear me. We were not raised that way. If you are, 25 and over, we really weren't raised that way. It's the new wave now of teenagers that all have cell phones, all have social media, and all have the internet truly at their fingertips. So for teachers out there, it's adapting to this new student. It's adapting to this new world of social media and technology. And whatever it is that you do, you have to adapt to new changes. You have to adapt to new people. And again, it doesn't matter what you do in your business. If you're adapting to somebody new coming in, a new boss, a new partner, somebody underneath you, whatever it is, you have to make sure that you're adapting to change in a way that is going to keep you moving forward. You don't want to take steps back. So that's what I wanted to pose today with this question on this podcast. Are you an adapter? Are you someone that can adapt to change easily, quickly, and seamlessly? Or you are someone that really has a problem when it comes to constantly adapting to new change, adapting to new things, adapting to new policies. Whatever it is out there that is in your business, we all have to find ways that we can truly keep yourself moving forward. You never want to move backwards. You always want to be on the forefront. I've always said to, anyone that's on Permission to Hustle, a Facebook group, one of the number one things that I've always said is it doesn't matter how crazy you get, it doesn't matter how busy you feel, as long as you are doing one thing every day that's pushing yourself forward. So if you're reaching out to a client, if you're trying to set up a coffee date with someone that you emulate in the field, if you're trying to pitch new business, if you're trying to sign up for a webinar, if you're trying to do whatever it is, just one thing a day. And this is what I always think about at the end of the month, that you have at least done, at the very least, when you sift it all out, 30 things that have moved you forward. 30 things that have helped you hopefully get you closer to your goal or to where you want to be, or to, maybe that light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe you're in a job right now you hate, and all you want to do is leave this current situation. So you've given yourself X amount of time to do that. Well, then every day you want to do one thing that's going to push you closer to where you need to be. If you know you need to make X amount of money each month to be able to get you to that light at the end of the tunnel and get you out of that job you hate, then you're going to start doing everything you can like a dog with a bone to get to that point. You're adapting. You're finding ways to adapt to a new situation that's going to be a better situation for you. And that's really all it comes down to, is you want to make sure that you're putting yourself in the best possible position, the best one that's really going to help you be anchored and get to where you need to be. And I guess most importantly, let's just face it, where you want to be. It's not always where you need to be, because where you need to be sometimes gets you stuck in the mud where, listen, I need to make money, so I gotta stay here. But where you want to be is where you really have to get yourself to, is where do you want to be in 6 months? Where do you want to be in a year? Where do you want to be in 5 or 10 years? I always used to hate dreaming ahead too much, because I remember just trying to be focused too much in the present state. And, and I was the sole provider for my family for many years. So for me in particular, it always scared me to look 5, 10 years ahead. I just remember always thinking, no, I have to stay laser focused in the present. I know I need and I know I want to be here. So I'm just going to stay in this world where it's comfortable. I'm afraid if I look too much in the distance, I'm going to scare myself. And then you kind of maybe it just comes with age. Obviously everyone says, with age comes more wisdom. And then I kind of just said, whatever, F it. I'm going to go after what I want, because we have one life and I might as well go after what I want in this lifetime, or else I'm going to be a pretty miserable person. And let's face it, no one likes to be around miserable people. You stay away from those people as much as possible. But in order to get to where any of us want to be, you have to adapt. You need to. So if you are not a good adapter, find ways in which you can be one. Take small steps. Figure out what it is about change or adapting that you hate. When you identify what it is that you don't like about something, then you're more able at that point to fix that, change the behavior, change the course. And if you are a great adapter, then you already have the tools and the keys to be successful. So keep adapting. Keep figuring out ways to adapt to be where you need to be. Help other people adapt too. It's one of those things in life that if you're helping other people and you're supporting other people, it's just good business karma. It's just good karma in general. So again, I'm going to leave this podcast with this question. Are you an adapter? And if you're not an adapter, how can you be a better adapter? How can you be a good adapter? Think about it. Figure it out. It's not the most difficult question in the world, I promise. There are way more difficult things to figure out in your life. But this one is a good one for you to really marinate in, figure it out, and get yourself in the position where you can adapt. Because when you learn to adapt, you're going to learn to really be able to catapult yourself to where you want to be. And that's it, guys. That's all I got for you today. We really do like to make these podcasts, dare I say it, short and sweet. As much as it's great to be able to talk and talk and talk, I feel like a lot of the times when it comes to business and entrepreneurialism and really just women empowerment podcasts, you want to be able to listen, get what you need to hear out of it, and then move to the next one. You don't want to have to sit here for an hour talking about something over and over and over again. So Vera and I do try, as you'll see through all of our podcasts, when we have a really quick point that we want to make, we try to make it short and sweet so that you can take it and you can go with it. So that's it. Make sure you head over to our Facebook page, Permission to Hustle. It's a private group. Come on over and join. We share tips, advice, strategies, inspiration every single day. We have a mastermind too that we have going, which we have available. If you want to find out more about that, head over to the group and ask us. We'll send you the information. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook as well. Audrey and Vera on Facebook, and then Permission Hustle on Instagram. Thanks so much for listening, and then tune on in to the old episodes because we love when we see people listening and taking some great stuff away from these. Have an awesome day, everyone. Bye.